Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Summoner. I'm your host, Gamer Darius. Last we left off, it's actually been a while since I last recorded this. I was doing a butt ton of side quests. I have a Berserker sword. It's neat. She's awesome. Everyone's in freaking badass looking armor. I made it. I was grinding a little bit and ended up getting a lot of gold. Not to mention, level 13 for Joseph, level 12 for Fleece. Couple of quests and all that fun stuff. But I unlocked a couple of things. Stamina Burst, Arm Slice. Triples target and demon damage. I believe I already had that. I need to remember this shit. But probably most importantly is that I am working towards... Or do I already have it? Okay, I don't already have it then. Joseph actually has the ability to cause silence and confusion. Which I would think that confusion would do something other than just remove AP from a target. That's just me, I guess. But I am working on his next thing that I think comes after Mind Drain. That said, we're gonna head over to Iona. Because, plot. That's important. We're gonna plot. Plot sounds good? Plot sounds good. Boy, this place is a whiles away. Hello, those of Iona.
Joseph and Fleece set sail for the island monastery of Iona, home of the guardians of the great library. In the age of the gods, the monastery had been the citadel of Iona, daughter of Amasido, god of the sea. And here, the first 13 kings of Mediva lay entombed in their crypt, buried after the chaos of 10,000 years.
Look, Joseph, we made it. So this is the island of madmen and sorcerers.
Hold the phone really quick. Sorry about that. I had to make sure that recording was working all hunky-dory. Ooh, hello. Any of this lootable? I don't know just how deep into all these quests I'm gonna get. Hi, guy. Nope. Click the guy. I have fought a warrior of ice and a sorcerer with the head of a ram, the monk murmurs, as if in a trance. I have watched birds of fire circle their eyrie high in these clouds of Urhasmar Makhar. Sure, I had that on the first try. I have wandered a city of glass and iron, a city of 1,000 spires. I have sailed a churning, boiling sea in the ship of spider silk. Okay. That must be one of the aforementioned madmen. Ah. Perhaps you're sane. Greetings, Wanderer. What is your pleasure? Oh, you're a merchant. Okay. You know, it comes to my attention, I've not tried out that meteor scroll, like, at all. I'm good at video games. I want to buy 2 of those just in case. I think we're good. Let's swap back to Joseph. Instead of accidentally clicking on other people. Hi. You look like you're a merchant of sorts. I'm Samael, the caretaker. My family and I run the ferry from Iona to the mainland. My father was caretaker to his father before him. As we all serve the mad monks of the island. Ask monks about the island. They say Vanagar himself lies buried in this rock. If that's true, then I've got a Lahara in my bum. And it's there. And there's the great library. But there's nothing so great about it. No one but monks are allowed inside. Not a bunch of fools and lunatics, these monks, except Master Auron. Not as cracked as the others. He had a hard life. Looks after those children as if they were his flesh and blood. What now? Children do all the work for those lazy pigs. Sweep your own floor, I say. Mend your own shoes. Don't be prancing around the island in your fancy robes, having the wee ones plow the field for you. But don't get me wrong, the monks have my sympathy. They're prisoners, after all. Once they swore the oath, that's it for them. The rock's a mighty prison. No wonder they're all daft and their heads are full of worms. Well, I was kind of hoping that you were some sort of merchant. Ooh. Cleansing tonic is mine. That said, I don't doubt that most of the people I'm going to run into here are a little bit daft. Maybe a little crazy. Deep in contemplation, the monk ignores you. Or just rude. Hi, big guy. Okay. That is not a cave. So let's talk to Mr. McBigger Made of Rock. Oh, excuse me for all the yawning. Halt, Wanderer. Do you wish to ascend? Yes. It shall be my pleasure to serve you. Please enter the elevator. Well, that's easy. Ian, keeper of the gates, greets you in a narrow passage into the monastery. His ancient face is as withered and cracked as parchment. He wears the robes of the order, embroidered with strange glyphs. Death and ruin are your shadow, traveler. In the halls of Iona, may you find what you seek. You have traveled far from the city of the medieval king, but your journey is only beginning. The ghosts of memory and destiny haunt you, in your shadows and army marches. I'm Lion, keeper of the gate. I am one of 6 masters of the order, followers of Abbot Laurent. Go to the upper courtyard, and there you will find the abbot's quarters. Iosa hollowed out his eyes. I'm sorry? Iosa is the language of the gods, in which all creation has been written. Its glyphs form the architecture of this world and the substance of our being. The 6th are keeper of the gate, master of the keys, master of the arms, cellarer, chamberlain, and prioress. I guard the portal to the monastery. Speak to the other masters to learn their duties. The order is a circle as old as the kingdoms of Medivh. Points withered finger to the monastery wall. Here perished the daughter of Amasido. Here Sir Carados built the great library and vanished into the catacombs. Here the first kings of Medivh keep eternal watch. In the great library of the Carados, the builder, the divine words are kept. Only monks of the order may pass through its doors. Are these the doors? Because I'm going to go past them right through them. Let me, oh, God. Okay. I was about to say, I'm not sure how big this place is, but it's kind of big. Brother Amon mutters angrily to himself, that imp should be at her lessons. How will she learn to read IOC if she won't go to her lessons? I'm looking for a truant by the name of Sama. It appears to say that she has behaved strangely as of late, keeping secrets from the other novices. Now she's missing her lessons. Amongst our face buttons. Yes, perhaps you can. If you cross the path of the wayward novice, shut up, phone. Inform me at once. You will be rewarded for your troubles. I better. So, these monks pretty much have all the kids do their labor? That's not bad at all, I guess. The boy places a piece of wood on end and strikes it with an axe. As the head, yeah, okay, he's splitting wood. Thanks. He mumbles what sounds like an incantation. Well, alright then. I don't know, I feel a little weirded out by all these dudes who are more or less just deep in their studies and contemplation. Like, look at this guy. He looks like he should be holding a book. But he doesn't have a book. Ooh, hello. More exclamation marks. I am brother of Ard, guardian of the Crypt of Kings. In the twilight of the chaos, oh jeez, there's gonna be more lore. The Hierophant of Urath decreed that the princes of the 13 clans must come to Iona for burial upon their deaths, in accordance with the vision of Theos of Irumi. Each of the 13 sent a warrior to guard the Crypt of Kings and defend the island from the monsters of Amasito. Though the clans warred against each other for centuries, on Iona there was peace. For generations, the Knights of Iona watched over this place. In the age of Calvados the Builder, they journeyed across this world and worlds beyond. They returned to Iona with the language of the gods. Calvados in his passion lost himself. He descended into the catacombs below the crypt and never returned. His knights pursued him, but nothing was ever heard from again. For eons, the catacombs have been sealed since the fall of the lost empire that flourished during the chaos. These forgotten people buried their dead in the bones of Vadakar. There is so much lore, and yet so little do I care about most of this lore. After the third Aura in Nugith, the world fell into darkness. Demons and dragons waged war. They leveled the city of the gods as the people of this world turned against each other. With names such as Arenegeth, can you blame them? This is... The more and more I play this, the more and more I'm realizing, oh, this is one of those stereotypical fantasy RPG games where it's like, we'll come up with a name, toss a bunch of vowels in there, and it sounds like a fancy word. The monk consults a ledger, deciphering the orders, accounts, and inventories. My apologies. Master Ian, Chamberlain of the Altar. Though the monks of Iona devote themselves to the divine word, someone must attend to the stewardship of Iona. With winter approaching and the Emperor's army on Medieval soil, we have many preparations to make. Well, alright then. I get precisely nothing out of you. Nothing. Any loot up here? Ooh, can't pick, you say? I happen to have a master picker of locks. I feel somewhat betrayed here.
I know who you are and why you have come, but I regret I cannot help you. I know almost nothing about your kind. The origin of the summoners was forgotten long ago, though many have left their mark on history.
Iago said you could help me.
Your friend Iago knows more about the summoners than any monk of our order. He left Iona 20 years ago, soon after Murad came to power, and the Jade Temple spoke its prophecy. Iago feared the Emperor would find you first, and Medaba would fall under Murad's shadow. Iago chose to leave Iona, and so he may never return to this island.
So that's what Iago meant about his sacrifice.
Do not look so glum, my friend, for there is someone here who can be of assistance to you. Her name is Rosalind, and she is Iago's daughter. A novice of the Order, she has not yet sworn the oath that binds us to this island. Rosalind, you may enter now.
You wish to speak with me, Abbot Laurent?
Indeed. This is Joseph. He is the summoner your father was seeking.
The summoner of the Jade Temple's prophecy? This boy is nothing but a peasant.
Joseph seeks the rings of summoning, and you will help him on his quest.
Help him? My father is the great scholar of summoner lore, not I. If I leave Iona, how will I finish my training?
If you wish to become a monk of this order, you have no choice in the matter.
Iago abandoned my mother for his sake. What do you see in this boy?
Your dear mother died long ago, and if Joseph fails, her sacrifice will have been in vain.
Well, Summoner, why don't you ask the Kasani where to find your magic rings?
The Kosani?
The children of Vadagar and builders of Akamos. Amacito flooded their cities before they ran again.
She's smart for a gutter snipe. The Kasani made the rings, so they might know where they're hidden. They live under Sonovar, Mountain of the Wise.
Iago said the Ring of Light was here.
Here? On Iona? Perhaps in the catacombs below the Crypt of Kings. No one has ventured down there since Carados vanished. We'll ask Brother Ovard. And after we find your ring, Summoner, I'm going back to Linnell with you. It's time I had a word with my dear father.
Oh, I don't like her already. I may be of help to you, Summoner. What can you tell me of Rosalind? Rosalind is Iago's daughter, and she is a novice in the order and has not yet sworn the oath that binds us to the island. Though she may resent you, she will help you in your journey. On his quest to find the summoner, Iago fell in love with a woman named Ursane, and Rosalind was their daughter. Iago abandoned Ursane to resume his search for you. What happened to her? Unwed and with child, she died alone and impoverished. How Rosalind found her way to the island remains a mystery. She appears one morning on the shore of the island. 20 years ago, your friend Iago was a monk of Iona. Never have I met a more incisive mind. He left Iona in search of the summoner, and so he may never return. Iago learned the prophecy of the Jade Temple. A summoner will destroy Murad and end his dynasty. Iago feared Medivh would fall under Murad's shadow if the Emperor found you first. Murad was the leader of the Society of the Jade Temple, the Imperial Priesthood of Aurelia. He betrayed the last Emperor and seized his throne. Now he builds... Oh, Jesus. Look at all this lore. And there's more. Bah! Uroth and the gods built a siege tower that reached from the mountains of our world to the gates of heaven. The gods marched their armies up the winding Serafila and banished Guval, maker of all things. That sounds like something far more epic and far more important than what I'm doing, and yet probably never going to see anything happen from that. Once a monk swears the oath, he is bound to the island. Those who leave can never return. Like physically, or is this just like a dogma thing? Kind of like how some religions you're not allowed to eat pork. But, yeah, whatever. What can you tell me about the summoners? Very little, I'm afraid. The origin of the summoners was forgotten long ago. The summoners are makers of legend and heroes of lore. Countless others, but among them were Kaureg, Prince of Lions, and Armun Margehen, last priest king of Akimos. Both were born under the mark. What's up with your eyes? To read the divine words, you must pay a price. I have aged 3 lifetimes and lost the gift of sight. Now only the sacred glyphs are visible to these eyes. The catacombs lie below the Crypt of Kings. Brother Ovard is the guardian of the crypt. Speak to him and he will give you the key. I'm sure he will. Alright, let's check out this rosy individual, Rosalind. She apparently has a stick. This is going to go so well. Let's see. Staff weapons. Heal. Cool. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. So she'll gain access to more and more healing spells. Magic resist. Dark. Okay. So she's a necromancer from freaking Rings of Power. Got it. Added blow. Shocking grasp. Okay. Bless. target? Party takes less physical damage. Okay. So that's one of those abilities you just use once and then don't worry about it later on. I'm gonna want to level her up, or at the least buy her some better equipment, because her defense sucks. Just, it's bad. Can I at least give you some pants? That's a start. Now goes key back. Oh, Jesus, that's right. I still have a lot of backside. I went farming for backside, if you can't tell. Seriously though, I'm wondering what it is that's making it so as I can't pick some of these logs. Do I actually need... Wait, is it a skill that I have to... One second. Right click. Praise pick lock. Pick it. Pick. Is this a thing I have to do in solo mode? Lock, can I pick? Thank you. Oh, that's a shortcut. Heck it. Come on, everyone. I gotta figure out just exactly how Rosalind works. I gotta figure out stuff and things. I'm also going to leave everyone's goddamn doors open in the process, because heck them. Honestly, yeah, I already kind of don't like Rosalind simply because of the looking down on these other two, simply because of their position in society. A farmer boy and a gutter son. You're kind of a weenus. Take this book. It is the Tome of Ganis. You will one day meet a man searching for it. He will come to Iona, and you must be the one to give it to him. He will speak its name. Wait. Wait. Just giving me this tome? That's A monk has given you the Tome of Ganis. He explains that one day you will meet a man searching for it. He will come to Iona. You must be the one to give it to him. He will speak its name. Was that the... No, this guy's looking for the Crown of Heresies. So I gotta remember that. Volume 67. See, if this game was to be remade to be relevant in 2020, which, hi, people in the future, welcome to 2020. This is the kind of games we played in 2020, evidently. They should have made it so as it was volume 69. Nice. The monk stares over the battlements of the gray horizon of the sea. I'm Quilla of the Mutavi. Mutavi lies far away in the western sea, an island in the Galadian archipelago. Our ship sailed the Kadim to the furthest edge of the world, and they returned with wondrous gifts, rich tapestries, birds of 1,000 colors, animals with shimmering pelts. When I was a child, our family suffered... sister. I'm reading her freaking dialogue mode. When I was a child, our family suffered terrible misfortune. 7 seas, 7 ships of our fleet sank to the bottom of the sea. The oracle said that to appease the gods, a daughter of Mutavi must go to Iona, and I was chosen. The divine words free our spirits, but our bodies are chained to this rock. I am waiting for the Mutavi to return, but the ship never comes. The waters around Iona are too dangerous. You do not know the story of Iona? No, but let me know. Amasido, god of the sea, had 12 fair daughters, but none were as beloved as Iona. In the days before the Aranugeth, The mountain upon which we stand lay beneath the waters of Kadim, and on the mountain Iona built her palace. Vadagar, god of the earth, hunted the white stag along the shores of the Kadim, and he spied the courtyards and towers of Iona's palace. He heard a song unlike any other, a music that so enraptured him, he desired the palace and all that lay within. What pale-throated maiden sings this song? He asked his huntsman. Iona, the man answered, the fairest of all Amasido's daughters. I shall have her, said Vadagar, and Iona will be my wife. Because he could not enter the waters of the Kadim, Vadagar raised the mountain above the sea. The palace shimmered in the sunlight, and the blue-white towers filled the god with awe. Vadagar sought the woman whose voice had bewitched him. In the highest tower, he found fair Iona, pale and ravishing. But as a fish dies out in the water, Iona died in his arms. Vadagar keened and struck his breast. In his grief, Vadagar buried himself in the mountain, and the bones of the three-headed serpent now lie below. Sorry, there's a Hydra? I'm gonna fight a Hydra. Cool. The mighty Amasido grieved so piously and swore to avenge blood with blood. With a great wave, he struck the earth and flooded the land. The deluge swept over the cities of Kosani, and thousands upon thousands perished. The waters around Iona are treacherous still, and a soul lost at sea drowns for eternity. To this day, we walk upon the courtyards and battlements of Iona's palace, through the towers crumbled long ago. Though the towers long ago. If in your travels you meet a Mutavi trader, tell him the daughter of Tirasa waits here. I will banish myself from Iona, if only to return home again. Oh boy, so much lore. This is lore. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, call it an episode here. But when we return, I think I'm going to level up and test out how Rosalind plays before I make a fool of myself with her and get her dead a million times over and a million times again. That'll be fun. So, thank you everyone so very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.